Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go. 280!
I got you, boy.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Hey, 57,
56.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 56.
Wentz now to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down. And this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. And his first carry, he loses the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Check, Mike, 54.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Check 55.
Legs by 2. Legs by 2.
Kill.
To throw is Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The DN Jonathan Allen making sure his presence is felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Waiting.
Fine. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Sproles. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Right there. 56.
Round.
Kill.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Carson Wentz beginning his 4th NFL season here in this ball game, and the last 2 years he was not in the postseason with his teammates, including that Super Bowl run at Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Was limited to 13 games that year with the ACL injury. Last year 11 games with back issues. But now Nick Foles, who took his spot, he's in Jacksonville, and all pressure and all eyes are on number 11 in 2019. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Running with Howard. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
He was brought down by Nigel Bradford. A 5-yard gain.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here on a late flag. As well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Hey, we got Mike 50,
They'll run with Peterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Shoot. Down the man inside, down the man.
To throw, it's Wentz. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Check for it.
From the 25 on second down, Haskins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Wentz now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now it's Sproles. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 120. 657.
Wentz going to throw. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Peterson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
It's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Trolls the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 2nd half in Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, my 7.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Wentz. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. They come out here in the I. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They hand off to their big tight end. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the twins. Check back.
Delayed give to Sproles. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. You got 3.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3rd and 2. Now Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Set, baby. Set.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Howard. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the toss play, Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And they're running the jet sweep. This is Jeffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Wentz to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Avonte Maddox, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Philadelphia, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.